everybody, welcome back to Nancy's Nifty Nook. This is my book thrift haul that I mentioned in the previous video. These are some of the books that I was able to get at 2 different library sales this summer. I went to the first one and it was fill a large brown paper bag for $5. The second one was a brown paper bag half the size of the regular paper bag you get at the store. It was half that size and it was $5, or you could get a Publix recyclable bag for $10. So I think I did 2 of the Publix recyclable bags at the second sale and 2 of the brown paper bags at the first sale. So here's a look at what I got. I was able to get movies as well as a music video. I also got some music CDs, which I don't have up here because they're in the car, they're in the truck. But here are some of the books that I was able to get. So let's get into this and talk about some of the different things. Like, I got V for Vendetta, the DVD. This is Ice Castles with Lynn Holly Johnson and Robbie Benson. It's from the 1970s. There's a name on the front of this, so I'm not going to show the front of it. This one is Night and Day, and it comes already sealed. It's never been opened. Father Brown, Season 3. Essential music videos from the 80s rock. I like 80s music, you guys. I grew up in the 80s. I was a teenager in the 80s. This one is Experiencing Medieval Europe, the Great Tours. And it comes with another video as well as a book. So there's that. Then this book, The Other Mother, How to Be an Almost Perfect Mother-in-Law. I'm going to read this. I love my daughter-in-law, you know, and I really want to be a very good mother-in-law. I have a good mother-in-law. I'm very fortunate. So I got that. Let's see. This one, Laura Childs, Bedeviled Eggs, a Crackleberry Club mystery. And the Crackleberry Club mysteries is the New York Times bestseller list. It's a whodunit of friendship between 3 women who lost their husbands. So that should be pretty good. This book right here, To Writers with Love. I'm a wannabe romance writer, honestly. And I love to read books on writing. And this book right here is fabulous. It doesn't matter what you're writing. I mean, she put it on romance novels, on writing romance novels. But I guess if you're writing mysteries or whatever. Mary Wyberly has passed on. She wrote a lot of books, I believe, for Harlequin back in the 70s. And when I found this book, I went through it in like 3 days. And it has some notes in it and stuff like that. But that's no big deal. Usually when you get used books, a lot of them will have writing in them. That's okay. This book right here, I highly recommend it if you want to write love stories, mysteries, or you just like to read books on writing other things. Mary is a wonderful writer. She really makes you feel like she loves you and that she wants you to succeed. Okay, enough about that. Let's move on. This one, the Deluxe Transitive Vampire. It's a book of grammar, but it's kind of different because it uses the paranormal to help you understand how grammar works. And if you like paranormal books, then this would probably help you with your grammar. I kind of enjoy it. It's kind of funny. So there's that. And then I picked up this book, Writing Children's Books for Dummies. I haven't gotten into this one yet, but I do plan to. I think it looked rather interesting. Finding your voice, point of view, and tone. So I'll be getting into that. So let's put these over there. How many of you like Agatha Raisin? I found a couple of MC Beaton's books. They're hardbacks, which are really nice. So I found a couple of those there. And from what I understand, Agatha Raisin's Season 2 is now out. So I'm going to have to catch up on that somewhere. And if you've never read any of Mrs. Beaton's books. They are mysteries. They're really good. And she also has a series called Hamish Macbeth. He's the detective. And they did a series on television about him as well. And it's really good. I liked it. Now, for all you ladies out there who are going through a change of life, this book right here I picked up, and I have just now started reading it. Breakthrough 8 Steps to Wellness by Suzanne Somers. I found it at the sale, and so far I'm liking the things that she has to say. So I'm going to continue to finish this book up. And if you find one at a book sale, I would pick it up. And if I find more of her at a book sale, I will definitely pick them up. Versailles, The Visitor's Guide. This one has a lot of beautiful pictures in it. Versailles is such a beautiful place. One day I would love to go there. I need to put that on my bucket list. So beautiful. But you can find things like this there too. And you can find books on art and entertainment, trivia. Like I found trivia magazines at one sale a few years back. Those were fun. Debbie Macomber, I hope I said that right. Debbie Macomber's Starry Night. I found that one. I haven't read this. I believe this is a Hallmark movie, maybe? I'm not sure. But I'm going to have to dig into this one. You can find cookbooks there. There were totes and totes of cookbooks. Anything you can imagine. My granddaughter actually picked this one out for my husband. It's Backyard Grilling, Recipes and Tips to Grill Like a Pro. There are a lot of good pictures in here. It'll make you hungry to look through it. And the one I took my granddaughter to, I took her to the second one, and she was actually able to find several things that she wanted to read. It's a great place to buy kids' books. You know, $5, let your kid fill the bag up with anything they want to read. I once took my youngest son in a bookstore. He had a book report due, and he didn't know what he wanted to read. So I took him in a bookstore, and I said, surely to goodness, there is one book in this whole bookstore that you would like to read. You know? And he looked through all the books in there and finally found something he wanted to read. So when you take your kids to a library book sale, that would be a good idea, is just to let them hunt through and find what they like. This was a really fun book. The Everything Christmas book. It's stories, songs, food, traditions, revelry, and more. I'm hoping there's some fun craft ideas in here that I could do with my grandchildren when I'm able to snitch them away when they're not going to school. So, and this book is really thick. See that? But it's fun. It's full of a lot of stuff. Okay, Diana Davidson. She writes mysteries. Her detective is Goldie Schultz. Her amateur sleuth, I should say, not detective, amateur sleuth is Goldie Schultz. These are CDs, so you can pop a CD in while you're going down the road and listen to a book. I've never had one of these. I had the cassettes back in the day, but I've never had it on a CD. So I'm going to enjoy this, I think. I'm going to do that one. And look, I actually got the hardback as well. And I just now realized it. But I got those two. Then I got her book, Double Shot. Dark Tort, and Sweet Revenge. Double Shot, Goldie is taking readers by storm with clever mysteries filled with tantalizing plots. Okay, the governor of Colorado. This is the one that has to do with Goldie's ex-husband. And she's having a hard time after he got released from jail. Okay. She has a lot of problems after she gets threats and rumors and violence. So we'll have to read that and see what happens to Goldie in that one. And then this one, she's preparing breakfast and conference room snacks at a law firm, and the firm's paralegal turns up dead. That's Dark Tort. Okay, then this one, Sweet Revenge. She's catering a holiday breakfast for this feast for the staff of the Aspen Meadow Library. But little does she know that on the menu, alongside the Great Expectations grapefruit, I don't know how to say that word, some kind of cheese pie, is a large helping of murder. Okay, so that'll be pretty good. Let's talk about these right here. These are Mysteries by Joanne Fluke, and they are based on the Just Desserts Hallmark movies are based on these books. They're with Alison Sweeney, stars as Hannah Swenson. This is the Fudge Cupcake Murder. This is the one where Hannah's sister her husband is running for sheriff, and the sheriff is murdered. The Sugar Cookie Murder. The Peach Cobbler Murder. That's one of them. And the Blueberry Muffin Murder, which I don't think I've read this one. I haven't read any of these, but I don't think I've seen this movie either. But they're those. So I'm looking forward to reading these and see how close the movie goes along with the book. Then, this one is my favorite. The 9 Lives of Christmas by Sheila Roberts. I watched this movie, and I read this book just the other day. I watched this movie, and this book is different from the movie. The characters are described differently in here, and some of the actions are different than in the movie, but it's still really good. And the movie was really cute. It'll kind of fill in some of the blanks about the cat. What is his name? Ambrose. It'll fill in some of the blanks in the story for you, but it was really good as well. That's what I have today. That's all I have today. I hope you enjoyed this book haul video. I've seen some other book haul videos on YouTube. I happen to like mysteries. I actually like romance too. I like the self-help. Actually, I like any book. I think all books should be recycled and sent out to people who could love and cherish them. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. If you like this kind of content and you would like to see more, please hit the like button. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I upload something else. And thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Bye.